Morning, everybody. Again, for some of you, welcome back to the long dark. And this is the bit where I, for those unfamiliar, normally do a quick recap of what we're doing. So this is a newish Stalker run, featuring Astrid Greenwood, because the last one featured Will Mackenzie. And it lasted for over 500 days. I really ought to label that something like, I survived 500 days in the long dark. See if the playlist gets any more attention. Hello Zenlen, how you doing? So the current situation is, I started this run in... Do you know, I can't remember. I think it was Timberwolf Mountain. Yes, I think it was Timberwolf Mountain. Got to the angler's hut, managed to struggle through a night, and then made a beeline for Pleasant Valley. Then made a beeline for Thompson's Crossing, and I am in the community centre in Thompson's Crossing right now, and I am considering where to go from here, because I don't have any weapons whatsoever. So I've got a couple of, I've got several choices. I can go to the farmhouse in Pleasant Valley. Now that's an area that really does require at least a bow. And I know how I can get one in Pleasant Valley, but it's somewhat risky when you're in early game, arguably. The second option is I head for Desolation Highway. Is that what it's called? I can't remember. Which is relatively close by. There's a fishing hut nearby. There's a risk of bears and moose, but it is potentially at least survivable. The third option is head for Mystery Lake, which is the one I'm tending towards. Now, Mystery Lake requires me to go across the map. I would end up stopping at the farmhouse that I mentioned earlier, and then proceed from there. I am inclined to head for Mystery Lake because it's a lot easier a start on a difficult run. Now granted, I started off in Timberwolf Mountain, which is definitely not the easiest place to start. Or I could just stay where I am until I run out of resources, but that's boring, isn't it? So let's get on with this and see what happens. And I'm 5 days in. How long did my last run last? So here we are. It is morning. My condition is back up. I have a bit of frostbite. These are my current resources. Which I would probably end up mostly leaving here for when I inevitably return. So, what have I got on me? First step is I'm a bit overloaded. That's not too bad. That'll resolve itself as the day goes, because I've got 5 litres of water on me, which is a tad excessive. Just for the distance I'm going, I don't need 5 litres of water. Two would probably be fine. So now I can sprint. I've got food to last me at least through the day. And yeah, it's a bit of a question actually. What do I have in terms of illumination? I have 2 flares, that's useful. I have a torch and I have a storm lantern. And I've got matches, so let us pick up that, and there we go. That gives me calories to work with. And Yes, we bite on the bullet and hope that it's not blizzarding outside. And it's cold, of course. Simplest way is this way. I'm just running to gallop away from the wolves behind me. Oh, I don't think I checked out that house, did I? So we're heading off in that direction. Oh, and this has been foreclosed. Right. Hello, rabbits. I have got everything switched on. Yes, it is. I have. There are dangers coming this way. There's a bear, I think, that can spawn sort of around here. There are possibility of timber wolves, but that's why we have flares. There's a possibility I will freeze to death. There's a wolf over there, so we will keep this way. I hope I remember where I'm going. I've been across this map in worse conditions. In Wintermute, I had to come across here in the middle of a blizzard. That was interesting. Yeah. Mr. Wolf over there. I have skirted the wolf pack by essentially sticking to the trees. Let's make sure we don't have anything untoward waiting for us. Yeah, that's what I want to avoid. I can't tell if those are regular wolves or not, but I don't feel like being hunted by timber wolves, or regular wolves, frankly, across half the map. Hey, low tree. It's morning. Not too bad. Ideally, I would like to stop off at the buildings along the way, but if I can't, I can't. And there's the outbuildings over there on my left. Which means I'm going the right way, I hope. Ooh. Alright, that's a rabbit. And that is a desirable location to head towards. And if necessary, I will sprint it, but I'm not going to unless I have to. Yes, I got frostbite.
I'm so cold, I'm warming up.
I don't even know when I got it. there's an arrow there. I want that. How do I know there's an arrow there? I could just sticking out the target. There's a broken one. Oh, look at this. And an axe.
And this pack is getting
Okay, that was good. All I need now is a bow. But what we're going to do is gallop into here, warm up a bit. Dog food. Pinnacle peaches. What would we do without pinnacle peaches? Good leather. A note. No, that's not really helpful. Not going to light anything because I don't know. My memory says there is possibility of a bow here, but I'm not sure if I've ever found it. So there's also a bed here, I think.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
And to stave off the inevitable question, this is Stalker. And if you're saying, oh, why aren't you playing Interloper? I've tried. I have tried playing Interloper. 7 separate starts. I do actually, in theory,
Need anything right about now.
have an idea for trying Interloper. I have a potential project for Interloper. Or Misery, come to that. Misery might work. Whetstone. Cloth. Aha! Ah, that's good. Don't really need charcoal. Don't want that. So we got food for a while. That's a good thing. Yes, I have an idea for a series of relatively short I'm going to be overloaded. Long dark videos. I'm thinking of having a playlist called 101 Ways to Die in the Long Dark. Not original, but I thought it was amusing. Not trying to make you dizzy. It's, where's the bed? Pretty certain there's a bed here. Nobody left me a bow, did they? No. Let's see if we can't grab her a nap. No, there isn't. If in doubt, triple check everything. Oh, I didn't search that. There's dusting sulfur, which I don't need. Huh. Alright, so I need to warm her up a bit. So let's just sleep for an hour. Yes. Yep. I have not forgotten. I'm just not going to do it this early in the game because you remember how cold it can get there. Yeah. Bit of a dubious move this early. With no clothing to speak of. I mean, she's got no head covering. In fact, no way of repairing anything either. So, yeah. Going off to Three Strikes Farm does not necessarily strike me as being an optimal situation.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Oh, wow. Now I'm not sure I can find my way. Which way is that I am supposed to be going? Hang on a moment. I want to say it's that way, isn't it? But I'm not certain. Oh dear. Hang on. Okay, I came in from this direction, so I need to head this way. Okay. And I think I will grab one of those just in case.
My stomach feels like an empty pit.
Keep finding revolver ammunition. So, in principle, if I head this way, I should get to where I'm going. This is nerve-wracking, you know. Just looking for a slightly easier way down. Oh, here we go. In principle, I should, if I keep going and I miss where I'm going, hit power lines. And I can just follow those. In principle.
Did I say I hate being cold? Because I really do.
Hey, Danny. Hello, Peanut. That is a cougar. Yep, that's a cougar. That's the first one I've seen in the game. And I know it's not a wolf because it doesn't move like a wolf. And I am now officially lost, I think. Yeah, I think I've come too far? No, maybe not. Oh, excellent. I'm lost. Hang on. Ah, no, I'm not. Actually, I don't know whether I am or not, but I don't think so. Pleasant Valley Outbuildings. Did I just get completely... I got completely turned around. I've been here before. Drat. How did I do that? Oh, you're kidding me. Alright. I managed to get completely turned around. I saw a cougar. Definitely looked like a cougar to me. Yeah, no, I know what a cat looks like. That was not a wolf.
And this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Right, okay. I guess I'm spending the night here. And my map? Yeah, that's my map. I haven't done any mapping. I haven't thought I needed to so far. But that was not a wolf. That was definitely not a wolf. The tail was not that of a wolf. The way it walked was not that of a wolf. And it definitely wasn't a bear. That was a cougar. Unless I'm hallucinating, which doesn't seem too likely. Oh well. You would think so. But yes, you saw the screen. You saw the creature. I mean, what did that look like to you? It didn't look like a wolf to me. It looked like a cougar. And it's certainly not any animal I've seen in the game to now. Yeah, but I haven't mapped, so, you know. Let's break up some wood. Is there a fire barrel here?
That didn't work.
I'm going to go with the fact that I'm pretty certain I know what I saw, and yeah. If I'd gone up to it and said, "Hello, kitty," it would probably have taken my head off.
Come on, little fire. Okay, that didn't work.
Oh, come on.
Come on, little fire.
Come on. Right, thank goodness. I just realised, hang on a second, I can cheat. Well, not cheat, but... Nope. Where is it? There we go. I'm just watching myself. I am trying to do the same thing as we speak. I've literally got the preview going here so that we can all check. It was in the right through the fog. I may not have the right part. No, I think I'm approaching... I think the screen's not big enough. Nope. That's really weird. That's... I've got to the bit where I'm hurrying away. And... I can't see it myself on my own. Okay, good. I'm glad we're all... I'm glad some of us are on the same page. I couldn't even see it in my own playback, but it's a relatively small screen. It was difficult to see. Well, guess what I'm going to trust? I trust the fact that there was a cougar there. I don't care what the map says. My panic and paranoia is enough for me. Yeah, no, I mean, if everybody was saying no, there was nothing there, then I might start to think I'm imagining it. I don't think I'm imaginative enough to imagine a cougar in the game, but yeah. Right, what are we doing? I am going to eat something. How about a nice stale granola bar? That's your reward. And I'm 5 days in and I've got a murder kitty. But don't, yeah. I can't even... I've never even updated the map. Oh, see? I may have shards of insanity, but I'm not that. I'm not that bonkers. Or do I have shards of sanity? I don't know. I'm never entirely certain. I think I've got both. So between the two, is there a sort of happy medium? I don't know. How could there be a happy medium between sanity and insanity? Would that be inspiration? Genius? Not that I'm saying I'm a genius, because I'm clearly not. I've never shown a single spark of that. Right, let's... Here we go. Right. Why is caps lock on? I suppose I would be well advised to simply... Oh, might as well get on with it. Get through the night. Oh no! Did you go to the hospital? Or a walk-in?
I'd eat anything right about now.
Dear. Don't walk-ins, don't the walk-in clinics, oh no, you have to pay if you go to the walk-in clinic still, don't you?
I could eat a horse.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I've probably done worse than that to myself. I thought the scar somewhere on my wrist here, where I did something similar in an oven when I was quite young. Back in the days of walk it off, you'll be fine. Oh, grief. Oh, ouch. Yes, definitely done that. Well, no, I haven't done the trying to get someone out of the store. I mean the touch your arm. Yes, I've done that. Mm. Hope the weather outside is clear. So avoid murder kitty.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
All right. Let's see if I can actually find my way out of here this time. I assume you're not referring to Peanut.
I wonder if I can drop any of this.
Okay, that's better. Alright, now let's see if I can get myself oriented. There's wolves over that way, and I need... Hang on. Yeah. I am going the right way, right? It is this way, yes? Or is it that way? Hang on. I came from that direction, approached this. So we're going this way. Yeah. Ah. Farmhouse. Yes, I'm going the right way. I can see the radio tower. Yeah. Head more or less towards the radio tower. Because you can see the radio tower from the farmhouse. Obviously, at some point I got turned around. What the heck? I heard something that sounded awfully like a growl. I hope I'm wrong about that. Yep, there's the radio tower. So it should be below that, shouldn't it? If not, I'm going to be feeling like such a twit. But I remember this because I remember heading off in the middle of a blizzard from here over that way with Bubba's help.
This stuff will come in handy.
Yeah. Like I said, once I saw that the radio tower was there, I mean, I knew the right basic idea. It's just that somehow I got turned around in the process, and yeah, which was silly. But yeah, as I come over the top of that rise, I should see it. I'll go round. Mr. Bear is over that way. And the Pleasant Valley entrance is over that general sort of direction. Okay, there's wolves over there. So, yeah, I think Pleasant Valley is over that way. Right, time for a good rummage. I was told once there can be dog food in that. You know, I come around this corner here. I shall bear that in mind. Yeah, it's funny being back here. I kind of expect to find bear meat.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
And it's very funny not having the bed downstairs. Oh, a tock. I have a tock. At last. I never thought I'd be so happy to find a tock. Right, let's get the bed downstairs. It's actually kind of useful having the bed downstairs. No. No. Where's the bed?
I gotta eat soon.
Parker! Nope. She's complaining about all the stuff she's carrying, and yet here we go, effortlessly deploying a bed downstairs. Oh, carrots!
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Alright. Let's drop our... Sorry, excuse me a moment. Do you know, I hadn't realized there was a difference. Just until just now, it had not occurred to me. There's a difference between cardboard matches and wood matches. How daft is that? Alright, let's grab the food. More maple syrup. Another cooking pot. Well, we'll take that. And a potato.
Thank you. I think I can use this.
Alright, let's start dumping food on the ground. Oh, wait a minute. Pick up the carrot first. Actually, why am I doing that? I have a perfectly good cabinet.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Right, so there's all my food at the moment. Oh, look. Got to drink. The things I didn't know. I'm tempted to say something silly like, don't let me forget, everybody. I put all my food in one of the cabinets. That's not your responsibility. That's mine. Ooh, fish. Is it worth lighting a fire for? Some coffee?
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
The inevitable hunt for stuff. Oh, getting late. I literally just noticed that was weird. And now that I think about it, I've noticed the difference in appearance. I just didn't realize one was cardboard matches and one was wooden match. One was wooden matches. I just want to cook the fish.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
A treat. Sort of. So, how many ways can people think of dying in the long dark? If for a joke I do a playlist of 101 ways to die in the long dark, how many ways can people think of? The basic plan is I'd start off at some suitable difficulty level, like interloper, and then run into a bear, run into timber wolves, that sort of thing. Just for joke. I'm sure it's been done to death, but hey. Need to do something for those background views. The ones I get when I'm not streaming. Fall off a cliff. I haven't done falling off a cliff, actually. I mean, let's see. You've got cold. You've got hunger, thirst, exhaustion, mauled by a wolf, mauled by a bear, scurvy, exhaustion. falling off a cliff. I'm already up to 9, but I can think of, oh, mauled by a cougar, trampled by a moose. It's 11 different ways so far without even really thinking about it. And I can always expand it by trying to do it. Yeah. Infection, food poisoning, yes. Okay, that's 13 or 14. Don't forget intestinal parasites, 15. Yeah, if I can find amusing ways of saying, hello, Pseudo, welcome back. I think I'm heading for Mystery Lake, Pseudo.
I'm starving.
So, on the way, I'm stopping at the farmhouse before continuing. And there might be a cougar somewhere around. Yeah, falling through ice. But falling through ice falls into the frostbite hypothermia thing, doesn't it? Can you drown? No, you can't really drown, can you? Alright, let's get some food. Eating raw meat. Drinking non-potable water. I know that's variations on a theme, but it all counts. Oh! That's one to try. I think we're getting up towards 20. Not sure whether I'd live stream them or just record them and then post them. Because I would want a separate video for each one. Now, the one thing I haven't found is anything to sew with, which is slightly
I'll take it. I'm starving.
I thought that... Oh, excuse me a second. I thought that thing was a banana. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, is it an accessory? It's an accessory! Yeah, I'm not sure whether that really helps. How to accessorize in the long dark. Astrid Greenwood is sporting the latest accessories for the post-apocalyptic scenario. Please notice the combination of toque and ear wrap and scarf. Live wires, yes. Fires. Don't forget fires, of course.
This stuff will come in handy.
Aha. Ooh. Can't fix anything, but more revolver ammunition.
I think I can use this.
Did nobody in this house ever fix their clothes? Oh, come on. There's... Please, someone have... I am not leaving this house until I find some sewing gear. Which means I could be here a very long time. Oh, yes, definitely. You know, I reckon we must be up to 25. I have to start making a list.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Yes, that is a good one. I mean, that's a subset of starving, dying of thirst, exhaustion. Yep. Heck, some of these I could just speed run to. Doesn't even need to be in Misery or Interloper. I could just do one of those speed runs I did, and then just present myself to a bear or a moose. I'm gonna have to do that at some point. See if I can find the time to do it. Well, I'm still alive. I'm back in Pleasant Valley. I'm back in the farmhouse, but I'm not staying here. This is on the way to Mystery Lake at the moment. Right. That goes over. That goes over. Oh, I want that. I might want that too. Oh, I desperately need... I need something. Ah, it's terrible condition. not sure she's any better off, to be honest. What's that? Trail boots. Walk boots. Alright. Shut up, stomach. Oh, yeah. Yeah, how's the studying coming for that? Right, let's check out downstairs. I do have a torch, don't I? Oh, I've got better. I've got a storm lantern. And it's full. And I can refill it.
Need this gear.
Okay. Salt.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Oats. Yes! Oh, I thought for a second it was a safe. I hate safes in this game. You spend so much time working on the safe and you never get anything decent out of it. More potatoes. Good. That's what I like to see.
Oh, I've never been so hungry in my life.
Did anybody leave anything in the dryer? I've got another hoodie. Got more quality tools. That's the second bunch of top quality tools. So what I will do is I will leave one batch here. Yeah. Where's my quality tools? There we go. I've got 32 rounds of ammunition and nothing to shoot it with.
This will come in handy.
Well, I could have done... I will settle for what I've got, mainly because I got no choice. But I could do with a pry bar, and I will check outside for that. More dusting sulfur, which I've got absolutely no use for at this point.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Don't worry, we will drop your food off in here. Nope, wrong one. I mean, to be honest, we've got food for days. I could probably just get my 5 kilo bonus up for that. Oh, what am I doing with 2 of those? Alright, let's see. I definitely want to get that fixed. Don't want the worn work boots. So now... Alright, before I do anything else, fix up that.
I'll die if I don't get some food soon.
Come on. Repair. Yes! Alright. Starting to get warmer. And it has come to that time where once again I respond to nature's dulcet tones in a manner that is appropriate. So, I shall see you all in a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere. No, bathroom break. Get up, have a stretch, relax, like and subscribe. Okay, you don't necessarily have to do that right now. You could wait to the end, but I won't object if you sort of jump the gun. So, anyway, I'll see you all in a couple of minutes. Ah, nope, have not found a gun yet. The funny thing is, during my most successful run, by the time I got here, I had a rifle and I had a revolver. Both of which I think I found in Broken Railroad, I think. I don't have any weaponry whatsoever apart from a bunch of arrows. Which, yeah. Alright, let's have a quick chick check outside. See if anybody's left me anything lying around out here.
And this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Oh, wonderful. I think the answer to that is no. Have a quick rummage. Nope, nope, nopity nope. Right, okay. Well, water, I suppose? Cook some potatoes? Yes! Wonderful! Kinda survivable under the right circumstances if you have firewood and can find a sheltered spot and this kind of thing. Another can opener. Yeah, I've got 3 can openers. I think I have enough charcoal, don't you? Yeah, let's drop some of that off. I haven't even been using it, really. I've been operating under the assumption, oh, I know roughly where I'm going. I think we can do that. Oh, got more than enough of that. Oh, I've got 2 hatchets and 2 hacksaws. 1 knife. How many whetstones do I have? Just, oh, I've got 2 whetstones. That's nice, I suppose. And what time of day is it? It is, okay, I might have time to... What did I want to fix? Yeah, let's... Good. I once horrified my second ex-wife in Austria. Yeah, during the winter, I had to go take the trash out, as you do. It's -20 outside, and I go outside in sandals. And I can't remember if I was wearing shorts. She was horrified, and I was literally like, I'm going to be out and back inside 2 minutes, and took me less than that. I couldn't be bothered to get warm just for literally a trip across the yard to throw the trash away. She was not happy with me. And I am up to 13 degrees centigrade. So that's better than nothing, I suppose. What should we do? Let us cook some potatoes. Where's my potato supply? I have a plethora of potatoes. buy potatoes and some water. That should suit us very nicely.
Come on, little fire. Perfect.
I need at least 2 hours. Wonder if they let you roast carrots. That would be very Bugs Bunny. Now, one thing I could do is I could conceivably go and throw rocks at rabbits here. I'm not sure I want to, frankly. Keeping the ammunition on me. Hope I got that right. Yes, I did. Well, in potatoes alone, I got enough to keep me going for at least another day. Whoops. All right. Isn't it Interloper where you basically practically can't get a rifle and a revolver? And it takes forever to get a bow. Oh, do you know what I forgot? My maple stick is still back at the community center. Drat. I forgot my maple stick. That was idiocy. So, what do I got to do? I've got to go check the outhouse. Not the outhouse. The barn by the side. Go check the other barn. Avoid the bear. Definitely avoid the bear. don't go say hello to Paddington. Or would it be Yogi here? Actually, technically, Paddington would be an Andean bear. I think it's the only bear found in South America. Okay. What's my... Okay, I can gallop if I have to. Oh, grab my flare just in case I need it. I think I checked here already, didn't I? But another check won't hurt. Oh. That startled me for a second. And I might as well pick up a stone or two. Oh, check the car. Forgot the car.
I'll take it.
42 rounds of ammunition. Ooh. Okay. Now I will do a map here just so that I've got some basis. Alright, that's over there. No. If anybody sees a bear, it'll be too late. You know, normally if the bear's here, I will have seen it by now. Somewhere. Nope, that's just a irregularly shaped blob made bear shape by anxiety and paranoia. There's rabbits up there.
Man, all I can think about is food.
Well, there's a shelf. And another flare. Yay. Alright, not exactly a huge amount here, has to be said.
Sure getting cold.
You know, if there's something I'd rather not be doing, it's hunting with a bear around. I haven't done this in a while. Throw stones at rabbits, I mean. Not used to this. And I really don't want to be doing this here. Oh, you can. Huh, look at that. Oh! That was right on. Oh well. Getting too cold anyway. Let's skedaddle. No, probably not. But then the places you can light fires in this game can raise eyebrows. Inside a helicopter is one of my favourites. Still, I can have a check outside. Just in case I missed something. No. Nobody left a crowbar just sort of lying around loose. Unwanted. Guess they didn't. Oh, I forgot. Let's see if I can keep my calories at a positive level. And get that extra 5 kilograms. I think I've got enough food to do that. Takes, what, 3 days? If I don't forget. So, what do I do next? I don't know what I do next. Warm up. Let's see what... That's new. That's new. That's new. Wow, these things... These things wear out quite quickly.
Ah, I'm starving.
New basic rule: when she starts complaining about the food, Dina should help no end. All right, warmed up. Time of day. Let's go. I ought to go hunting rabbits. I really should. You know what? I don't actually have as much food as I... Well, yeah, I do. I got quite a bit. Need to replenish my stick supplies, and I could justify studying all these, couldn't I? Alright. Somewhat. I don't know why I'm running, except to hurry things along. I am slightly concerned that I haven't seen the bear yet. Because I'm used to him, her, it, being a sort of fairly constant presence. You know, I'm used to seeing it over there, sort of, or along here. I'm not used to not seeing it.
I could eat a horse.
Oh, that was a terrible shot. Come back here, wabbits. Ooh, grief. I swear there are times that would have hit. Oh. Yeah, that's always a good idea. Was wondering how close that rabbit would get. One of the funniest ways of dying I heard about in a video game was actually in Minecraft, where there's a plethora of ways you can die. And this particular method was smothered by chickens. Which was endlessly amusing to me. Didn't happen to me, happened to on a video. And one of the reasons I found it funny was there's a webcomic I used to read and I can't remember what it was called. Which is a great shame because he was hilarious. But he had this idea that there were various deaths. And there was a death for each method of dying. And one of the most... one of the least wanted jobs was the death of being covered in custard and smothered to death by licking kittens. So, you can imagine when in Minecraft I come across smothered by chickens, I thought that was hilarious. And that is one. And with that I can make a snare. Which is what I want. And then with a snare I can make another snare. And all I've got to do now is hope that nobody comes looking saying, "Ooh, I heard dead rabbit squeal." So, at least now that's a start. And we are on the way to rabbit skin gloves and rabbit skin hat, which will be a definite step up. And now I look like I'm staying here until I get those, but maybe not, we'll see. I can't actually because I don't have the means really to get all the stuff I really need.
I could eat
But still,
anything right now.
that's a start. Actually, do you know what I ought to do? What I ought to do... Let's see whether I can get this to work. This ought to be a little bit more reliable. Light a torch. Oh, I should have used the magnifying glass. Oh, I don't have any tinder. Yeah. What a wally. Ooh, that's a word I haven't used in some considerable time. I was going to use the magnifying glass, but instead I picked up the torch. Never mind. What I was going to do was light a fire outside with the magnifying glass, then pick up a torch. But why am I doing this? Because I was going to light a fire inside with the torch. Alright, I just got myself all confusticated. There's only a 60% chance of starting a fire with a lit torch. Are you kidding me?
Come on, little fire. Come on.
Oh, there's a skillet over there on the wall. I hadn't seen it.
Come on, little fire.
One day I am going to have a serious word with the devs about the approach to tantalizing us with starting a fire. You know, you get used to the idea that the longer that little circle goes around, the more likely you are to have a fire. And then they do something like this to us. And I am very tempted to say something I shouldn't at this point. Do I have any tinder? Don't want to leave any tinder around? Are you kidding me? Do I not have tinder lying around? Alright, I'll make some. Right, so too late in the day, I think. Well, it's not that so much as the. So it gets that. Look, you're thinking, oh yes, yes, I've got the fire going now. You see? You see what they do to you. You're 3/4 of the way round and you're thinking you've got it. Then this is the point at which I growl instead of saying things that I don't want children to hear. Come on, come on. It's almost there. It's almost there. It's almost there. It's almost there. It's going to fail, isn't it? Oh, it didn't. Potatoes. Ah, yes. Rabbit and potatoes. And I need 2 hours. To be sure. How about that? And I'm hungry. Oh, probably should have waited. And I'm very thirsty. Oh, I just realized, Danny, there's always the died in your sleep and you're never entirely sure why. For reasons that may not necessarily be advisable, I'm sort of attempting to get that extra 5 kilogram carry bonus by staying well fed. Well, not well fed, just in a positive calorific balance. It's awfully useful sometimes. Uh, right, what am I doing? I am passing time. Just waiting until it's nice and warm outside, you know, above -10 or something. I think the coldest I've ever been was -20 degrees centigrade, and that was it has to be said, a fairly mild winter in, yeah, Austria. Ooh, I am running out of, oh, let's grab my cattails. Oh, I was going to say, didn't I have peanut butter? No, I left a stash behind at the community center. All right. Back on the hunt for wabbit. Seeing as it's the only thing I've got. If I can find stones. Actually, which area should I hunt in? I'll go with this one because I know there's 2 stones left over there. Trying to remember where Pleasant Valley is from here. I think it's actually behind that. The hill there. But I'm not positive. I will check before we head out. Which obviously won't be today. There's a little part of me wants to go back to see if the puma is there. But I'm not that daft. Where did my stones go? Did the rabbit steal my stones? Did you take my stone, Mr. Rabbit? Oh, no. It's a simple answer to that one. Oh, I thought that was a pretty good shot. I can tell you rabbits don't normally behave like this. This is entirely too accommodating. Oh, drat. Wrong button. Silly me. Still, if it had worked, that would have looked fairly spectacular. You sort of line up with the thumb. Yeah. The thing is, you've got to be close enough because, as regular players know, after you hit it, you've got to run up and kill it because it's not actually dead. So... with the sort of closing in there. Yeah. And then it's a matter of, yeah. I used to say my success rate with thrown stones was about 50%, but not in... It's been a long time since I had practice. In the game, I mean, not in real life. In real life, strangely, it's actually, in England, it's actually illegal to use a stone, even thrown, to kill an animal, but you can use something else for some things. So you can, I think, technically hunt with a sling, but you can't use a stone. You'd have to use a lead weight or something. Why the difference, I don't know. Yeah, so you sort of line it up there and then... yeah, but you have to remember, once you've hit it, you've got to run. I heard something. I heard something, and I don't like the sound of it. Or did I imagine it? It's not a noise I'm used to hearing in the game. Goodbye, Mr. Rabbit. You win this one. Yeah, so you sort of balance the target roughly on your thumb and then adjust for distance. But I hope I imagined that. It sounded like a sort of cat in my left ear. Now, it's possible, given that I don't have noise suppression on, but I am actually deaf in my left ear. So the reason I hear stuff in my left ear when I'm playing games is I've got the balance adjusted so that left and right ear sound about the same. So if I hear something in my left ear, it probably means, oh, there was something, but I could easily have imagined it. But it sounded, it sounded like, well, a cat-like noise, but it could have been something outside. It's entirely possible. I mean, I know I've been startled because I had the window open and the dogs outside, next door neighbors, started barking at me. Well, not barking at me, but barking or making noise. And there's the bear. For half a second, I was tempted to throw a stone at the bear. You know, I could probably risk killing him because I've got the flare gun, but I can't eat him. Well, I can. I don't want intestinal parasites again. Thank you very much. Well, it's kind of, in a way, you know, it's kind of reassuring to know that the bear is there. What? Why is it? And I know I've said this before. Why is it it seems to me every time I mention the word bear or deer, I then end up rhyming something with it without intending to. You know, I end up saying, "Oh, the bear is there," or "the deer are here." Did you hear a deer? No, I heard a bear. It's over there. Okay, I know that's not that funny. At least I don't do it with rabbit. I can't immediately think of a word that rhymes with rabbit. Habit. Okay, oh, yes I can. You can get sick from eating cooked bear unless your cooking level is at level 5. So predators, which would be wolf and bear, although bear are not well, yes, they are predators in the game on stalker level and above. Unless your cooking level is level 5, you can get sick from intestinal parasites, and in interloper that takes 10 days to cure. I don't know whether you can eat cougar. Now, in reality, if you cook venison properly, then you can cook bear properly, but the game doesn't quite go with that. So yeah, in and a bear is a profoundly useful food source because there's so much of it, and I found more of them than moose. Right, it is getting towards that time. I have to start thinking about lunch and the rest of the day and all that kind of thing. Actually. Oh, and I'm starting to get messages, which means I need to pay attention to those because I know roughly what that's about. And I just want to take a screenshot. There we go. I ought to remember to take screenshots more frequently. Yep, I've got messages to sort out. So, thank you all very much for watching. I'm going to have to cut this off fairly quickly, for which I apologize. I'll be back, all things going well, this evening at 6 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time, and we shall do something maybe interesting, maybe not in Warframe. So, Some of you I will see later, and some of you I might see tomorrow morning, and some of you I'll just see next time. Have a very good day, everybody, and thanks for watching.